Hey lovely people out there, how are you all doing? This is your star guide Nikita and we are back with one more interesting video on astrology. In today's topic, we are going to understand the impact and influence of the upcoming annual solar eclipse that is taking place on Saturday, that is 14th of October 2023 in the sign of Virgo in the nakshatra of Chitra. So stay tuned till the end to know its deeper impact and meaning as per your ascendant and moon sign. Also, if you want to take a professional consultation from me regarding your horoscope, then you can send an email to nikistarguide@gmail.com and all the details are given in the description section. So, this solar eclipse is not going to be visible in India. Then you will say that how it's going to impact us, Nikita, right? Something that we cannot see, how it can impact us or influence us. So solar eclipse is a phenomenon where moon comes in between the orbit of Earth and sun, and that is why it blocks the sun rays from reaching towards us, towards the Earth. So astronomically, this solar eclipse is going to impact each one of us living on this planet, on Earth, regardless of which part of the world you live in. All right. And on a psychological front, as per the astrological theories as well, the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse are said to have a greater impact on our mental well-being, on our physiological changes, and as well as our life path. So when a solar eclipse takes place, the events at a mundane level gets impacted the most, whereas the lunar eclipse affects us on our mental front. So as we can see that some of the major events that are taking place around the world right now, like the ongoing war between Palestine and Israel, or we can say if we go back in the past, we will notice that the effect of the coronavirus also started to spread around the time of solar eclipse. And that is why this is not the information to get fearful of, but to understand that how solar eclipse affects the world at a larger scale. And same goes on a personal level as well. And that's what we are going to understand in today's video. So let's start with our today's topic. The planets being involved in the eclipse are Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Mars up to a certain extent, as Mars is the ruling planet of Chitra nakshatra in which the solar eclipse is taking place. The combined energies of the Sun, Moon, and Mercury represent creativity, expression, media, government spokesperson, artists, and writers. Now add Mars into this equation. Mars is the driving force behind the action that we take, the thought that pushes us to take action. Mars is energy, and Mars makes us protect and fight for what we want. So, on a mundane level, we can witness more people fighting for their rights, government spokesperson being in the limelight, videos, images, and various new channels being highly active, and cities and places with great architectural monuments would be in highlight for the next 3 to 6 months. Solar eclipse is a phenomenon that affects humanity at large on a mundane level. It also brings major shifts in our pathway on a personal level, whereas the lunar eclipse brings psychological shifts and changes. Solar eclipse affects society at a large scale. On a personal level, the solar eclipse brings in new revolutionary ideas, deep realizations, cutting cords with the past events, present pathways that are not serving us for the highest good. So the current solar eclipse will not be visible in India, but it will still have an impact on each one of us on this planet, as it is a phenomenon that takes place twice a year and affects the whole humanity on various levels, such as astronomically, psychologically, physically, and spiritually, geographically, politically, as well as financially. Now, who will get impacted the most by this eclipse are the natives who have their sun, moon, ascendant, Atmakaraka planet, or the Mahadasha or Antardasha ruling planet in the sign of Virgo, Libra, or in the nakshatra of Chitra. Natives having Arudha Lagna falling in the sign of Virgo, Libra, will have a breakthrough moment, shift in their perspective, and change in the position in society or at the place of work or within home is also possible. If your first house ruler is in the sign of Virgo or Libra, be ready for a change in life path, no matter on a small or a large scale. Take good care of your health. If your Atmakaraka is Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, or is placed into the sign of Virgo, Libra, or the Chitra nakshatra, then this eclipse will have a significant impact on your overall life path and choices. Now, how to get better during this eclipse period? So, first of all, meditation is the key. Chanting the mantra of your Ishta Devata, chanting the name of your Ishta Devata can also prove to be helpful. Surrendering to Lord Vishnu is also be of help. Introspection is the key during this time because the eclipse is taking place in the sign of Virgo, which is all about reassessing things, which is all about calculating and analyzing things. So introspect about all the creative ideas or projects that you are planning to work on or working to bring into existence. Keenly observe the pictures that you come across your social media feed during this time, or the paintings that you make or purchase during this time, the monuments, the gift articles, or the places that you visit, or the pictures that you click during this time. There could be a significant message from the universe that will help you in getting answers to your burning questions. For the Aries Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is taking place in your 6th house of horoscope, that is the sign of Virgo, whereas your Ascendant or Moon sign ruler Mars, being the nakshatra ruler in which the solar eclipse is taking place, is currently transiting with Ketu through your 7th house of horoscope in the sign of Libra. So the whole focus is being shifted towards the 6th and 7th house matters in your horoscope, which indicates to me that the major shift, breakthrough, or transformation that you need to work on is in the area of your routine life. How do you spend your day? What activities do you include in your day? And are they making your day meaningful? Are they helping you in achieving your goals in a long-term manner? So with having Sun, Moon, and Mercury in the 6th house of horoscope, this also indicates to me that you have to be taking good care of your skin, any skin rashes, or anything through your diet that can impact your health should be taken into good care. Having Sun, Moon, and Mercury in the 6th house also indicates that there could be some pending karma that might get triggered during this time, either few months or few weeks before or after the eclipse, in terms of your parents, in terms of your family relations, in terms of the way in which you spend your money, resources, time, and energy on. All right. Same goes with your dealings in terms of your friends, your professional network of circle, and then mainly Mars being in the 7th house, being the nakshatra ruler of this eclipse, indicates that your major focus is going to be on other people, dealings with other people, partnership, business, marriage. If at all you're married or you're willing to get married, then this time period will put a lot of emphasis on these matters. And the key is to not let these factors destabilize you. All right. So you have to stay stable. You have to be stable on your own. You have to focus on what needs to be changed in your personality rather than looking for the answers in other people and their situations. That's how you can make the most of this eclipse period. You have to be vigilant about your health, about your routine, about your workout regimen, and that's how this transit, this eclipse, will prove to be helpful to you. For the Taurus ascendant and moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is taking place in your 5th house of horoscope, that is the sign of Virgo, whereas Mars, being the ruler of the nakshatra in which the solar eclipse is taking place, is transiting through the 6th house of horoscope in the sign of Libra. So this tells to me that your major focus is going to be on about healing the familial matters, healing your relationship, or having a major breakthrough in your relationship with your sibling, with your neighbors, with your friends, with your father and mother. You will also be re-evaluating a lot of relationships in your life, your closed ones, and your dealings with them. All right, when Mars is in the 6th house along with Ketu, this is a time period when you have to reevaluate in what ways you are exerting your physical energy. Mars is physique. Mars is how we exert our physical energy. So with having Mars in the 6th house, this is a great time period to reevaluate all these things, to tweak your routine, to understand what isn't working out for you in your day-to-day life, in your dealings with family members, in your dealings with financial matters especially, and your time and resources and how you are spending it. So this is the great time period to do a check on these matters. And also this is also time period when you can be selflessly devoting yourself, your energy, your resources to help somebody. All right, so be it your brother, be it your partner, especially if you are a female, or even if you are a male, you can expect your energy to be spent on familial matters a lot more than often. You can have a major breakthrough in your educational matters if you are a student. If you are a working professional, then you will realize something about leadership qualities, about how exactly leaders work, how they serve. At the same time, they are being recognized as leaders. So what it is that makes them unique in their individuality is what you will understand about. A lot of learnings around financial matters, around how you should invest and what kind of gains can you expect through your investments is also indicated. So make the most of this eclipse period by realizing all these lessons, by taking time to reflect on these matters, and that's how you can make the most of this eclipse period. For the Gemini Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is happening in your 4th house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, where Moon, Sun, and Mercury are transiting. And the nakshatra ruler of the solar eclipse, that is planet Mars, is currently transiting through the 5th house of your horoscope through the sign of Libra, along with Ketu. So for all the Gemini natives out there, this is definitely a time period to look inward, to reflect on your mental well-being, to make some betterments in your mental front. All right, so be it about decorating your home or making your home sanctuary and not just a house. So you have to understand how your behavior, how your thought process is influencing your success rate, your growth in this lifetime on a physical front, on a mundane level. Because when Sun, Moon, and Mercury are in the 4th house in the sign of Virgo, this indicates to me that there is a need of a major breakthrough, a major change, shift, and transformation in the way you think, in the way you pursue things. So your perspective is going to be changed during this eclipse period. And having Mars in the 5th house in the sign of Libra along with Ketu, this indicates to me that you will have some major breakthrough about where you want to reach in life. What is your potential? Because 5th house is about throne, is about attaining success, is about sitting on that throne. So you will realize where you can reach and what that journey could look like. So pay close attention to that and then make a concrete plan. Take concrete actions. Inculcate some habits on day-to-day basis, because Virgo is about planning, analyzing, and assessment. So you have to be detail-oriented, and you have to be detail-oriented about how you think, what you pay attention to. So avoid paying attention to random stuff and avoid the road which takes you towards more hassle, more criticalness, and take up the road which is easier, which is actually feasible for you. You have to take good care of your own health. You have to chant mantras. You have to meditate every day. You have to focus on doing pranayam, the breathing exercises, and maintain harmonious relations within your family members. If there are any dealings about property, then make sure you are making mindful decisions. For the Cancer Ascendant and Moon sign natives, The solar eclipse is taking place in your third house of horoscope, that is a sign of Virgo. Whereas Mars, being the nakshatra ruler in which the solar eclipse is taking place, is currently transiting through your fourth house of horoscope in the sign of Libra along with Ketu. So this indicates to me that your ascendant or moon sign ruler Moon is involved in this eclipse, which means that you are going to have a major breakthrough around your own role in the kind of success that you are attaining in life, the kind of role that you're playing in this journey of life, and how you can make it better, how you can get better as a person, as an individual, as a family member, as a friend, as a colleague, and mainly as a responsible citizen of this humanity, of this world. So major events can take place around the matters related to your home front, related to your mother's health, or you are concerned about your siblings' life, about the events, about their health, about their travel. So seek out information, seek out answers. Go find that answer that you want on Google, on reputed sources, through responsible people, through responsible resources such as various reputed magazines, or you are seeking out a doctor's help, a medical professional help, or you are finding that YouTube video very helpful, which is giving you the exact answers that you were seeking since a long time. So this is a time period when you have to seek help. You have to be of help to other people, and you have to definitely make your home a sanctuary. You have to work in such a way, you have to move in such a way in which it is in alignment with what you are, with what you want to do in this lifetime, because Mars is with Ketu in the fourth house. So avoiding quarrels, understanding your role in generating conflicting situations within your home, with your family, with your spouse, or with your kids, be of that matter, is going to be of help to you. So only focus on reliable matters, only focus on reliable resources for seeking answers, and that's how you can make the best of this eclipse period. Try to maintain cordial relations, try to be sensible, mindful in your communication, be it written, oral, or through social media. For the Leo, Ascendant, and Moon sign natives, the eclipse is taking place in your second house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, where your Ascendant or Moon sign ruler Sun is present, is being eclipsed. Whereas the nakshatra ruler in which the solar eclipse is taking place, that is the Chitra nakshatra, is ruled by planet Mars, which is transiting through the third house of horoscope in the sign of Libra along with Ketu. So this indicates to me that the solar eclipse season, this period, is going to be about self-healing. It is going to be about understanding your own role in your life, whatever setbacks you are experiencing, whatever growth you have attained till now, whatever growth you want to achieve going ahead. Everything is going to be getting analyzed, reassessed, and re-evaluated by you during this time. So the major key during this time is to take a note and assess your financial well-being, where you're spending your energy, your money, your resources, how you're dealing with family especially. Because when it comes to the second house stands for everything that we have achieved till now, everything that that is on our name. We own it. Be it a family that we are born into, be it people that we have connected with and gathered over the years, be it wealth assets, be it your wardrobe, be it any of your possessions in material world. So all these things are going to be playing crucial impact on you, and the theme will be to cleanse these things. Whatever you don't want, get rid of it. Be it people, be it energy, be it your habits. Major changes in diet are necessary during this time. There can be major dealings around communication. If you are especially working in marketing like field, or you are in social media, you are in journalism, or you are working in healthcare field, then this eclipse period is going to be proved to be more crucial and impactful for you. With having Mars and Ketu in the third house, you have to be very mindful of the contracts signing. If you are willing to invest your money somewhere, if you are wanting to purchase any property, then make mindful decisions as well. Having Mars and Ketu in the third house, being the nakshatra ruler of the eclipse, also indicates that there could be major events within your friend circle, within your male group of friends, or with your brother, or with your younger sibling as well. For the Virgo Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is taking place in your first house of horoscope. So this is a very crucial period for all the Virgo Ascendant and Moon sign natives out there. The nakshatra ruler Mars is transiting through the second house of your horoscope in the sign of Libra, along with Ketu. So again, whenever any eclipse takes place in the Kendra houses, that is 1, 4, 7 or 10th house, this is going to be a crucial period. Furthermore, if you have planets placed in the sign of Virgo or Libra, then also this eclipse is going to be more crucial and impactful for you. So first of all, Moon, Sun and Mercury are getting involved in this eclipse directly in your first house, which means that this is a time period when you can expect major personality shifts, major transformative events taking place in your life in these 3 to 6 months, either before or after. So notice what you should be doing is notice a lot, observe a lot more often about where the change is coming from, in which area you need to change, what kind of habits you need to inculcate for you to get a better person, to become a better human being, and to succeed in life at whatever goals you have set for yourself. So with having Moon, Mercury and Sun in the first house of horoscope, this is definitely a time period when you should meditate a lot more often. You should focus on your breathing exercises. You should travel less during the eclipse day, one day before on the day of eclipse, and then one day after the eclipse. Take good care during this time of your health, of your diet. Mars being in the second house along with Ketu, this indicates that there can be some boils, pimples or heat related issues, or you might need to get some dental work done for your teeth. So take good care of the same. And major focal point is being set around familial matters. So you will be concerned about your family, you will be concerned about their health, you can be concerned about your own health as well. If there are any pending issues within your family, then this is the great time to reflect on those issues, to resolve them, to find some answer. You are likely to find some answer to the long pending questions that you are carrying in your mind. That's how you can make the best of this eclipse season. Try to be more polite, try to be more less speaking with other people during this time. For the Libra Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is happening in your 12th house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, whereas the nakshatra ruler Mars is transiting through the first house of your horoscope in the sign of Libra along with Ketu. So for all the Libra natives out there, this is the time period when you are ready to let go of something. If you are not ready to let go of something, you should get ready to let go of the old energy, of the old habits that are not serving you for your highest good. It can be a job, it can be a business or a business plan that is not working for you anymore. It can be a pattern that you are carrying, which you know is toxic, is not helpful for you. So your major focus should be on correcting yourself, on doing the tally of where your time, money, energy and resources are being spent on, and how you can efficiently tackle the math or the calculation of it. All right, so focus more on your health, on personal healing. Try to bring some realization or some clarity in your psychic process, in your thoughts, in your mind, and that's how you can excel during this eclipse season. Mars along with Ketu is transiting through the first house, being the nakshatra ruler of where the eclipse is taking place, of where Sun and Moon are being eclipsed. Sun is being eclipsed. So this Mars Ketu conjunction first of all indicates that you are prone to getting into fights. You are prone to become easily agitated and aggravated. So the key is to be in the mode of reflection more than in the mode of action or answering people. So you are also sensitive during this time to energies around you, to people around you, to the places you visit, to the pictures you see, or to the advices that you get from people right now. So be selectively engaging in your social circle and try to follow some healing exercises such as pranayam, such as chanting your Isha Devta's mantra, or taking bath every day with Epsom salt, haldi, or going for walks every day in nature will also help you calm down your anxious nervous system. So this could also be a case in your case, for the Libra natives. So that's how you can make the best of this eclipse season. Try to be more reflecting and try to make those changes. Once you realize something, there is no way that you will stop from changing yourself. For the Scorpio Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is happening in your 11th house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, whereas the nakshatra in which solar eclipse is taking place, that is the Chitra nakshatra, is ruled by planet Mars, and Mars is currently transiting through your 12th house of horoscope in the sign of Libra along with Ketu. So for all the Scorpio Ascendant and Moon sign natives, this is definitely a time period of major shifts, transformation and changes occurring around the areas of life which are related to either business, partnership, colleagues, and mainly financial well-being. So if suppose you are expecting some kind of money that is stuck somewhere and you want it back, but you are not able to get it sooner, then this period will help you gain some clarity about the same. If you have any issues with your elder siblings, or if you are concerned about your elder sibling, then this time period will also help you or your elder sibling in some way in gaining some breakthrough, some clarity, some major movement and shift ahead in the situations that were stuck in the past. This is also time period when you might want to get relocated for job purpose, especially. You might want to change your current job, current profession, or there can be changes in your stream of income as well. Mars being in the 12th house along with Ketu, this is definitely a time period when if you're married, you can expect some karmic events happening in your marriage, or you might have to be more service oriented towards your spouse more than ever before during this time, or you have to be more dedicated and service oriented towards your marriage, towards your relationship. This is also time period when you can go on a pilgrimage visit, or you can also spend money heavily on some luxurious items or some investment that you are trying to make for the betterment of your business or your lifestyle. So make sure you make wise decisions, you take correct decisions, sound decisions related to financial investments. And if you are deciding to change your mode of income, if you are willing to give an interview for a new job role, then you have to be more technically sound to gain that opportunity. That's how you can make the best of this solar season, solar eclipse period. And just make sure to spend some time on your own. Do not let the world tell you everything that you need to do. Remember, you know what you need to do. For the Sagittarius Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is happening in your 10th house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, whereas the nakshatra ruler in which the solar eclipse is happening, that is the Chitra nakshatra, The ruling planet of this nakshatra, planet Mars, is transiting through the 11th house of your horoscope in the sign of Libra, along with Ketu. So this is definitely a time period for all the Sagittarius natives out there to focus on gaining some breakthrough, some clarity around their career matter. So if you are expecting an increment in income at the place of work, if you are willing to change a job, or if you are planning to shift a career, change your career, if you're stuck in your career, if you're stuck in your job and you are wanting to gain that clarity, then this time period is gonna be of great help for you. Observe more, gain some clarity, socialize with selective people you know that you can trust, and then you are likely to find all your answers. Having Moon, Sun, and Mercury in the 10th house of horoscope, this is also a time period when there can be a relocation for the work purpose, or you can travel with your family, or for a reason within your family. You might you might have to get a leave from work for some work, some emergency, or you can even get relocated from your house for the purpose of work for the first time, or if you are changing a job. So this is also a time period when Mars and Ketu are in the 11th house. Avoid any kind of sudden heavy expenditure without any concrete reason. Or you might have to spend some money for your elder sibling. You might have to be of help to them in some way, or they can be of help to you for your requirement in some way or the other. So this is also a time period when you have to be mindful of your words, of how you communicate with people at large scale. If you are conducting a workshop, if you are in the field of corporate world, then you have to be mindful of your words and your communication and in your intention as well when you are dealing with your colleagues. So avoid making any impulsive decision about about your finances, about your children as well, and follow a routine life that is stuck with that is in harmony with your highest potential, with your goals. So make sure to take aligned actions in your day-to-day life, and that's how you can make the best of this eclipse period. For the Capricorn Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is taking place in your 9th house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, where Sun is being eclipsed, and along with that, Moon and Mercury are also in the same house. The nakshatra ruler in which the current solar eclipse is going to happen, that is the Chitra nakshatra, is being ruled by Mars, and Mars is currently transiting through the 10th house of horoscope in the sign of Libra, along with Ketu. So this is definitely a time period for all the Capricorn natives where you can be concerned about your luck factor, about your own principles, values, morals, or it might so happen that you are concerned about how far you can go in life. So it's time not to be pessimistic about your growth. Rather, it's time to reflect and reassess all your goals or your plans for the future. And if you are not happy with them at present, then it's time to come up with a new plan. That's how you can look at this situation, this eclipse season, where you might be really concerned about your growth in the future. You might be concerned, you might be nagging to the God, to the universe, that I'm not satisfied with certain things, and why am I in this place in the first place? So this is time to seek help, seek that message from within and not in the outside world. Go inward, reflect on your own journey of life till now, and then come up with a concrete solution. Come up with a plan that you are going to execute on day-to-day basis, which will help you enhance and increase your potential, your momentum of success, and your growth rate. For some of you, it might so happen that you are concerned about your career growth. For some of you, it might so happen that you are concerned about your father's well-being. For some of you, this is a time when you should be spending more time with your gurus, with your teachers, seeking help, seeking more knowledge, more wisdom. Reading more books can also be of help during this time. With having Mars and Ketu in the 10th house, you are fully activated, you are fully charged up to take action, to go ahead. in your work field. So the key is to not take any impulsive decision, to follow your intuition, but also make sure that your decisions, that your actions are in alignment and in harmony with your peace of mind. They are not hampering your peace of mind. They are not taking you away from being at peace. That's how you can make the best of this eclipse period. For the Aquarius Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is taking place in your 8th house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, whereas Mars, being the nakshatra ruler of Sun, is currently transiting through the 9th house of your horoscope in the sign of Libra, along with planet Ketu. So for Aquarius natives, a lot of 8th house energy is being aggravated since quite a few months, which is actually bringing some sudden shifts and changes in your physical realm as well as on your mental front as well. For all the Aquarius natives, this is definitely a time period when you are focusing more on the psychic messages that you are receiving, the intuitive guidance that you are gaining, or you are also on the move physically as well as mentally. You are not feeling like a stable self. You are always in the zone of contemplation, reassessing your decisions, or re-evaluating your certain moves as well. So for some of the Aquarius natives out there, this is a time period when you might have to travel for work, either before the eclipse or after the eclipse, which is necessary for attaining growth. You are doing some kind of course, you are taking some training in order for you to get better at your career, for getting better at your marriage. All right. When there is heavy influence of 8th house energies, this also indicates to me that you have to gain good control over your senses, over your intimacy habits, and your day-to-day routine life. The more productive your day is, the more meaningfully active you are in your day, the better your lifestyle will be during this time. And the better and the smoother the eclipse effects will be for you. With having so many planets in the 8th house, this indicates that you have to take good care of your health. If there are any health issues that are being ignored by you, if you were willing to seek answers to your long pending health issues, then this is a great time period when you can have that sudden realization of what you need to be doing in order to heal yourself. There can be small little concerns about your parents' health, about your investments. If you are having any issues about inheritance, about your investments, if somewhere your money is being stuck, then this is the time period when that worry, that concern might get aggravated. And then later on, you will find answers to those pending questions. So maintain harmonious relations with your spouse if you're married, with your father if you are living with your father, and take good care of your personal well-being. For the Pisces Ascendant and Moon sign natives, the solar eclipse is taking place in your 7th house of horoscope in the sign of Virgo, whereas Mars, being the nakshatra ruler of Sun, is currently transiting through the 8th house of your horoscope in the sign of Libra, along with Ketu. So for all the Pisces natives out there, this is a major transformative period. This is a time of major concrete shifts that is taking place in your life at present. Whenever a solar eclipse like phenomenon takes place in the Kendra houses of horoscope, that is the 1, 4, 7 or 10, this shows to me that there are major changes on the horizon for you. This also indicates that you're going to be concerned about your luck factor. You are going to be more self-critical during this time, because remember, 1st house is self, whereas 7th house stands for other people. 7th house also stands for how you look at the world and what kind of energies you are taking up from the world and the interactions with other people. So expect that you are going to be socializing more often. Expect that you are going to be coming across various people and their opinions about you, about life, and they are going to make you get confused about your own perspective. So the key is to not let it shake up your world, your foundation. The key is to stick to what works for you, and at the same time to make some necessary changes in your routine, in your already existing knowledge, wisdom, without letting it hamper your peace of mind. Because Virgo, being the sign of assessment, calculation, when it's present in the seventh house with so many planets influencing it, solar eclipse happening over there, this is natural for you to get confused. This is natural for you to blame yourself or blame somebody else for the situations that you are into right now. So expect more movement in your life, expect more clarity and breakthrough, but with some effort. Mars is in the 8th house, so you are not able to channelize your aggression. You might be concerned about your father's well-being. You might be concerned about your own luck factor. You might even try to have that conversation with God, with universe, about why luck is not working in my favor. Or if you're already married, then you might be concerned about your spouse's well-being. You might be concerned about genital organs and their health, reproductive organs and their health during this time. So you have to find a vessel through which you will be able to carry out that cleansing process. You will give yourself time to heal, and that's how you can make the best of this eclipse period.